All right, welcome everybody to Dion's Daily Dose. Today is Sunday, January 10th, 2021. Got Donovan here with me today. It's a special request.
There's no mic by me.
Oh, here, we'll have to extend this
We
one.
forgot about that.
Yeah, we did.
Whoopsie.
I think people can hear you, though.
No clue.
I didn't set up the other one. I can do that real quick.
You didn't.
I don't know where the the thing is for it, but they should be able to hear you just fine.
Gimme.
It's fine. Anyway, so he's going to kind of take the lead and tell you why I was kind of busy last night.
You good? You could
I was trying to see if I could find the tripod for that microphone, but I don't see it.
Careful, homie. I'll drop that too.
Yeah. There we go. Here, put it right there. Give me this. Why is this even up here?
No
You
clue.
left it there the last time you used it.
That's not true.
Fine. Lies. It's all lies.
You're lying.
Anyway,
The birds are traveling drones.
so I have been promising Donovan a gaming computer
For a very, very long time.
for a long time.
Upwards of probably like 6 years, honestly.
It's been quite a while. I don't know if it's been 6 years,
At
but
least 4, because
It has
we
been
were
a
on
while,
for like
yeah.
3. So
I have made some a few.
probably around 6, yeah, because we've been here for 2. We're a mom for 3. I mean,
Yeah.
Consent. I was 6 years.
Yeah. I have made a few attempts to start getting stuff together. We were going to build it, but Donovan informed me that he wasn't really into the whole building computers thing. He didn't really care, as ultimately he just wanted a not top of the line, but a really good gaming computer. So last night I took the plunge and
We went down a rabbit hole, folks. Let me tell you, we were at 4 different websites, and then we had an idea.
well, Donovan, when Donovan was born, basically, I bought an Alienware computer, and I had it. Although I swapped out many of the components in it, it lasted for many years, long enough so that Donovan actually remembers the Alienware, at least the case.
It was a good computer.
It was. So we decided, after much back and forth, that we were going to order him
An Alienware.
Yes, the Alienware Aurora.
R11.
Yes, I'm going to bring it up for you to see it.
Yeah. The Aurora. Now, let me tell you, if you don't know what this is, we're going to show you. Now, you can kind of configure it.
Yeah,
We configured it good.
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
And,
This I don't
it looks so
know
cool.
why.
Why are we on Amazon?
That's what I'm wondering. Let's go to.
We did not use Amazon.
No, we didn't.
We went
directly to.
We're not. But
Yeah, we went directly here.
let me tell you, that thing.
All right, I'm going to
It's
share
the
screen
coolest
with you.
looking computer I've ever seen.
We're not going to even discuss the price of it. We're not going to
No,
talk about
We're not
that.
going to talk about the price. We're not going to talk what we put in it. It's just we
Right.
put
He really wants you to
almost
see
the
what it.
best.
Yeah, almost the best. Well, he really wants you to see what it looks like.
It is the
So
coolest computer you have ever seen. I
he's
swear.
really excited
Oh,
about
it's
it.
the first time I've seen an Alienware computer look alien.
So when it comes in, we'll do the unboxing for you so you can see it. But it is the R11. We decided to go with the R11 rather than the Ryzen.
It also looked cool.
Here's the video for it so you can see exactly what it can do. You won't be able to hear it because I'm not going to turn it up. But he really likes the specs on it, the way that it looks. Here, maybe you can't hear it.
It swings open, bro.
Yeah, the power supply unit swings out, and it's got RGB lighting.
Yeah. The white model has RGB lighting in the front. Oh, it's a fun day to be alive.
Yeah,
folks.
unfortunately, you can't see the lighting thing without getting like way down into it. But essentially, the computer has this like slant to it.
Yeah,
where
get aside. Get aside. No, that makes it look straight.
Yeah, hold on.
That's weird. It makes it look straight.
Here we go.
There we go. It slants back.
For some reason, he's really, really happy about that aspect of it.
Oh no, it looks cool.
He really likes the way that it looks. We went through a ton of different cases and different options and looking at different computers, and
RGB lighting.
we looked at cases from the major computer manufacturers, the ones that build the gaming computers. We looked at all the different ones that they had. This was the one that he liked the most, the Alienware Aurora. So just as kind of for those of you, and let's clarify something. I do know how to build a computer. I built computers in the past. That was our initial plan, but that was more of a bonding experience. Honestly, it's worth it to me to pay a little bit more for it to be completely ready to go out the box. So that's why I went that way. Yes, Alienware is...
That looks sweet. Yeah, you're right. It is totally sweet.
Yeah, he's very excited about it.
Completely, entirely sweet.
It does have some really good specs. I made sure that... Here's the thing. When you go in, you go start building the components and putting what you want in there. It's very easy to go overboard, and it's very easy to get more than you really need. They offer, ridiculous builds that are just way out of the realm of necessity.
The RTX, like what's the new model? It's like the 30 something.
You're talking about the video cards,
Yeah,
So
NVIDIA GTX in 30.
Well, when you go down to build it,
you
right?
can have dual liquid cooled graphics cards that are like, it's.
Yeah, you can have the 3090 RTX, the GeForce RTX 3090.
And then
you can
have
dual those.
Yeah, it's just insane.
It's nuts. It's very easy to go way overboard. Like way overboard, but we kept it reasonable. We kept it realistic. It was enough that, yeah, it's more expensive than building it yourself, but at the same time, it comes and it's ready and it's good to go. So
grooving.
Yeah, when it finally comes in, we'll show it to you, and it's going to outperform my computer by several orders of magnitude. Just going to stomp it. And that's okay. I don't really game much on my PC anymore. I do this, which is why I upgraded the processor, but I don't game much on my PC. I save that for my consoles. Why do you insist on this on here? So tell them what you're most excited about the computer.
Everything.
Everything?
The entirety of it.
Yeah.
Yes. But let's start with, just look at it. Have you seen it? Of course you have. You've all seen it. We showed it to you. But it's awesome.
As you can see, he's very excited.
I am very excited.
So just so you're aware, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm actually trying to download all of the Podesta emails. It is actually 3 gigabytes in size. Normally...
Big zip.
Yeah, normally my internet connection is strong and stable and quite fast, but I don't know if it's Wikileaks itself, but I'm getting a very slow download speed. 600. Hold on a second. Donovan has something he has to tell me. One moment. Hold on. Give me just a moment. Let's see here. Okay. He's 14. What can I say? Anyway.
No, see, that makes it sound weird.
Anyway.
No, don't.
Okay, stop. I'm downloading the entirety of the Podesta email files. When you go to it, you try to bring it up and it's simply a RAR file, or not it's a GZ file, which is a compressed file. We have to have a decompression software, 7-zip, WinZip. I hate WinZip, so I'm not going to use that, but I am going to try 7-zip on it, but I have to download it first. In the meantime, I found an interesting, let me get to it. I found a very interesting letter. It was written from Colin Powell to Hillary Clinton. I'll show it to you. Let me share this screen with you. There we go. All right. So under the index here of Clinton emails, Powell, 9/23/2016, you click on the first one, and it's a letter from Colin Powell to the intractable HRC. Subject, re-question, right? I didn't have a BlackBerry. What I did do was have a personal computer that was hooked up to a private phone line. Sounds ancient. So I could communicate with a wide range of friends directly without it going through the State Department servers. I even used it to do business with some foreign leaders and some of the senior folks in the department on their personal email accounts. I did the same thing on the road in hotels. Now, the real issue had to do with PDAs, as we called them a few years ago before BlackBerry became a noun. And the issue was DS would not allow them into the secure spaces, especially up your way. When I asked why not, they gave me all kinds of nonsense about how they gave out signals and could be read by spies, etc. Same reason they tried to keep mobile phones out of the suite. I had numerous meetings with them. We even opened one up for them to try to explain to me why it was more dangerous than, say, a remote control from one of the many TVs in the suite, or something embedded in my shoe heel. They never satisfied me, and NSA/CIA wouldn't back off. So we just went about our business and stopped asking. I had an ancient version of a PDA and used it. In general, the suite was so sealed that it is hard to get signals in or out wirelessly. However, there is a real danger. If it is public that you have a BlackBerry, and it is government and you are using it, government or not, to do business, it may become an official record and subject to the law. Reading about the president's, I think that says 8B rules this morning, it sounds like it won't be as useful as it used to be. Be very careful. I got around it all by saying not much and not using systems that captured the data. You will find DS driving you crazy if you let them. They had Maddie tied up in knots. I refused to let them live in my house or build a place on my property. They found an empty garage half a block away. On weekends, I drove my beloved cars around town without them following me. I promised I would have a phone and not be gone more than an hour or two at Tyson's or the hardware store. They hated it and asked me to sign a letter relieving them of responsibility if I got whacked while doing that. I gladly did. Spontaneity was my security. They wanted to have 2 to 3 guys follow me around the building all the time. I said if they were doing their job guarding the place, they didn't need to follow me. I relented and let one guy follow me 1 full corridor behind just so they knew where I was if I was needed immediately. Their job is to keep you hermetically sealed up. Love, Colin. Dear Colin, I hope to catch up soon with you, but I have one pressing question which only you can answer. This is the important part. What were the restrictions on your use of the BlackBerry? Did you use it in your personal office? I've been told that the DSS personnel knew you had one and used it, but no one fesses up to knowing how you used it. President Obama has struck a blow for Berry addicts like us. I just have to figure out how to bring along the State Department. Any and all advice is welcome. All the best to you and Alma, Hillary. Now, if anyone has been paying attention at all, you know that it was the BlackBerry that caused a lot of the issues, along with the private server that was in Hillary's house. I find that very interesting. She actually had a conversation with Colin Powell about BlackBerries prior to all this stuff going on. Let's look. Hold on. I want to look again at the date on that. This was, January 23rd, 2009. And the reply, this was prior to all the stuff that went down. So she knew full well in advance that she was planning on using that BlackBerry. She was actually trying to find out what the rules were and how they had changed. How basically she was asking Colin Powell, how'd you get away with it? That's essentially what's going on here. Now, the other interesting thing going on here, I want to tell you, right? I put it in the actual post. You know, I've been suspended from Twitter again.
What?
Again?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What happened?
Good question. I don't know. So check this out. I'm going to show you.
Cancel culture. Cancel culture.
I honestly have not done anything on Twitter at all. The only thing I did, here it is. The only thing I did was do my videos. Look, it popped up here. Watch. If I go to try to like something, your account is suspended and is not permitted to perform this action. It doesn't tell me why it's suspended. I'm on, 0 following, 0 followers. My video, the last video was the 6th. It popped up. It went. I've been suspended since shortly after that. It doesn't tell me why. Once again, it gave me some ridiculous, let me see. See, your account is suspended and is not permitted to send tweets down at the bottom. So there's one more thing that I want to share with you real quick. So for those of you, especially in LaPorte County, we have some news about the vaccine. Joe Haney, our new commissioner, says, I'm coordinating closely with the health department and had several conversations with them today, as well as visited the clinic site today again. To reiterate, to ensure a smooth and speedy process, you must register at ourshot.in.gov or 211 if you don't have internet access. There are no walk-ups allowed, and you cannot register on site. Only pre-registered persons should visit the clinic. If you're a member of the media and need more information or an interview, please reach out to me here at the commissioner's office. This is the actual press release, January 7th, 2021. Beginning this Friday, January 8th at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, only Indiana residents old or older will be able to sign up for the COVID-19 vaccination. They may do so through the website ourshot.in.gov or by calling 211. Vaccinations are free. Please do not call the health department to make an appointment. Vaccinations will be by appointment only. No walk-ups will be accommodated at this time. LaPorte County's vaccination site will be located at the community building in the LaPorte County Fairgrounds, 2581 West State Road 2, LaPorte, Indiana, 46350. Appointment times will vary based on availability. Call center for 211 will be open from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time daily, including weekends. Family members may make appointments for seniors. A photo ID will be asked for at the time of the appointment. At this time, LaPorte County will receive the Moderna brand vaccine. An appointment to receive the second dose will be made when you receive the first dose. Recipients will then receive reminder messages leading up to their second dose appointment. People 80 years old and older account for 3.8% of the state population, but more than 19% of the hospitalizations and 52% of COVID-19 deaths. Dr. Lindsay Weaver, the state's chief medical officer, said Indiana has received 350,000 doses so far. About 56,000 doses have been given to CVS and Walgreens to be administered at long-term care facilities. The state will follow that age group with people 70 years old and older, then 60 years old and older. A timeline of when the vaccine will be available to these age groups was not immediately available, although Dr. Weaver said the aim was to have that expansion sometime in February. Now, there was a question that was asked down here. It says, do you know if there are autoimmune included or people getting cancer treatment somewhere in the order, or is it only by age alone? And Joe said the information we have now is age-based only. So regardless of how you feel about the vaccine, I'm with you, Matt. I understand. Those of you that are not a huge fan of it, I'm simply passing the information along.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Jack. Good to see you. Hey, Matt. There's There's no vaccinations for anyone under the age of 80 at this time, 80 or older. For those that would like the vaccination, you're going to have to wait if you are not at least 80 years of age.
I think I'm okay with that.
I'm just saying. And the older people are the ones most at risk from the virus. As the statistics say, over 50% of the deaths are from those in the senior category. They do represent the greatest risk for the virus. They are a small portion of the positive cases, but a large number of the deaths, unfortunately. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. We have cancel culture coming for many of us. I'm sure I will be on that list at some point. I am okay with that. I don't really care what people think. I take care of my family. I teach them what they need to know. The opinion of a rage mob does not matter to me. But let's talk for a moment about hypocrisy. So, and I'm gonna touch on both sides. Neither side is innocent of this. We have Twitter, for example, who is completely canceling Donald Trump, has permanently suspended him from Twitter because allegedly he was responsible in their eyes for the attack on the Capitol. Now, let's remember, shall we, that many of the prominent politicians on the left have been perfectly okay with violence and attacks on Trump supporters for years now, ever since the election. Maxine Waters, Nancy Pelosi, these people have been perfectly okay. As a matter of fact, we even have, I think it was Chuck Schumer that was saying that the judges would pay. They're okay with that. There was never a call for them to get banned or suspended. Sure. But the right, absolutely, you are not allowed to say that. And Matt, I absolutely agree with you. It is good versus evil. The other thing, though, that I do want to say is I don't believe many of these people that have claimed to be for Donald Trump and at the first opportunity have jumped ship. You either support what the president has done or you don't. Those people who have jumped ship and have said, oh, I can't do that because of, give me an example, right? Senator Braun was very quick to say, no, I'm not going to contest the election results. First of all, he took forever to make a decision about whether he was or was not going to. What is that?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Okay. Took forever to make a decision about what he was going to do in the first place. But then he said, yes, I'm going to call for these things to be, I'm going to call for the election to basically vote against the electors, right? To say we have some issues here. But of course, once the thing happened at the Capitol building, he backed away. And none of these senators had the gall to stand up and make the vote that was needed. They all fell on the line and capitulated. So if you are so quick to bow to cancel culture, what's going to happen when you introduce bills that these people are not in favor of? Are you going to change your mind so quick? Are you going to vote the way they want you to? Then why are you there? If you are not there to represent the people, then why are you there? For real. We know why. Because the perks are far better than they can get in the private sector.
Yes.
And it's unfortunate, but that's the way it is.
Look at the chat, pal. Look at the chat.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. There are good people and not so good people on both sides. Absolutely. Look at Vernon Jones. He's coming out and saying what's on his mind. He's changing to the Republican Party. I don't think any party is above reproach, just like I don't think any person is good just because they belong to a certain party. We have many issues right now. I'm trying to see how this download's going.
Oh wow!
I think
is it less than? Well, no more.
it's slightly over half, so we got a while. I think I'm gonna finish the download tonight. Go through the stuff. Hopefully, have some good stuff for you guys tomorrow. There are some interesting things in here, but there's so many.
You know what
through.
you should do?
Podesta has a lot of really, really good ones, though. I do remember that.
Know what you should do?
What?
You should get to Wikileaks, to the initial link that will lead you to all these emails.
Yeah.
And then copy and paste it in chat so they can use it themselves.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Okay, just making
sure.
But
we're gonna do this again. Here is the actual link that goes directly to
all the emails.
There, this one.
Yeah, there you go. To all the emails.
Yep.
And all the messages, all the other stuff.
All right, here is the link that will get you directly to all of the Clinton emails. There's a lot. So there is a lot to go through. Be prepared.
Get into a deeper rabbit hole than the core of the earth.
Yeah, if you haven't already gone through the other one, and absolutely, Dave says it's the only place you can turn 175K salary into millions. Yes, because like I said, and we're going to do a video on this. I have to. The way that the campaign finance laws are set up, it's a money laundering operation. Pure and simple. You can dump all this money into it and you can just hand it out as long as you follow the law. And the law is very broad when it comes to this stuff. Matt says Kamala's sister was mentioned in Tony's emails. Yeah, that's why I'm downloading the whole thing. There's so many there. Like I said, 3 gigabytes in a zipped file.
Just under.
Yeah, 2.8 gigabytes according to my computer.
In a zip.
In a compressed file. So I anticipate there's going to be a lot of information here. I do know that there are emails regarding spirit cooking, regarding some very disturbing code words that are being used. Does it mean that? I can't say for sure, but I don't know why the words would be used otherwise. It doesn't make any sense in any other context.
You got to show me the words at least.
I'll show you after.
All right, cool.
Okay, so Donovan had a question while we were going through the emails. A word popped up, and he wants to know what Benghazi is.
Oh yeah, I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
We're going
through the emails, and Benghazi was mentioned. Let me show you.
Yeah, hard to forgive or something after the incident at Benghazi. You know?
Let me show you how absolutely ridiculous this is.
Can't get too off track though.
No, I want to show them this first.
No idea which one it was.
Okay, well, this is one of them. The fact that this is this is from Cheryl Mills to H, which is Hillary. Let me show you this one, but this isn't the specific one, but let me show you. Boop. All right. It says, from Cheryl D. Mills to H, please extend to the secretary my congratulations for her testimony today before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. I watched with great admiration as she dealt with a tough and personally painful issue in a fair, candid, and determined manner. I was especially impressed by her ability to turn aside the obvious efforts to politicize the events in Benghazi.
What was that?
Reminding Americans of the tremendous sacrifice made by Chris Stevens and his colleagues, but also insisting that our ability to play a positive role in the world and protect U.S. interests requires a willingness to take risks. I am thankful for her leadership, proud of her commitment to the foreign service.
That sounds scripted as hate.
And honored to be a part of her team.
I'm sorry, but that sounds like it was ripped straight out of a script.
That
it may or may not have been, but still.
Really, really makes me almost violently ill.
Well, I have no idea what happened there, so I can't comment on that.
Okay, so we're going to... You can help if you like, everyone out there today.
What?
You can help me to tell Donovan what Benghazi
Well, there are
Yes.
3 people, so it's not like everyone. It's like
Not
you,
everybody.
come on.
Not everybody is showed. For some reason, the watchers thing it doesn't work right.
Is it only for your Facebook or only?
Yeah, it only does a couple.
Classic line. What difference does it make?
Yes. Okay. So we'll start there. So after everything that happened in Benghazi, which I'll get to in a moment, Hillary Clinton was in front of the Senate Investigation Committee.
Okay.
And they were talking about Benghazi, and she looked at them, and her answer was, at this point, what difference does it make?
And what were they talking about exactly?
They were talking about Benghazi. So Benghazi.
Yeah, what about Benghazi though? Because it would have to be something like
the ambassador, Chris Stevens, was killed, stripped naked, dragged through the streets, set on fire, all kinds of other really, really bad stuff. Here's the bottom line on Benghazi. They knew. Now there are lots of possible scenarios for Benghazi, but here are the facts. Okay, the facts as they're known and widely reported. There was a group, there was Ambassador Stevens and a very small security contingent. They had asked for more security because that was not enough people to hold it, right? They were ignored. They were turned down. They actually called when they started to breach the gates. The people of Benghazi, the soldiers that were there, and Ambassador Chris Stevens actually called to request immediate backup. They were ignored. Hillary Clinton ignored the phone. Obama shut his phone off. Yeah.
sounds like a setup.
There's some evidence to he was tortured.
That sucks.
Yes. Yeah, Ambassador Chris Stevens was so all of this stuff happened, and she had the gall and audacity to say, what difference does it make?
A pretty big one, if you ask me.
They were trying to get to the bottom of what happened in Benghazi, who was to blame, who allowed these things to happen.
And she said, what difference?
What difference does it make? You can
a pretty big one, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe like pretty big freaking difference?
Yes. Now, there are allegations that there was a secret arms deal going on, and Chris Stevens was sent there to oversee it, make it happen, stuff like that. That's a deep rabbit hole. We're not going to get into that. But the facts, as we know them, is our ambassador was killed, and the small security team that was there was not nearly enough. So that's what happened with Benghazi. And to hear these people praise her performance in front of the Senate is sickening.
That's horrific.
Absolutely sickening.
Yeah, I agree with
So I'm gonna leave you here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get more into this.
Off on a high note or something. We can't.
Yeah, let's do something positive. What's
we
your?
Can't leave off on that.
We can't leave off on that. All right.
No.
All right. We'll give one more thing. Let me find something real quick. Let's see here. Oh, so this is interesting. I'm going to end with this. I'm going to share the screen so you can see it. East Coastal on Twitter. That's odd. I wonder if it's because. Oh, there it is. You should be able to see it now. Okay. If you look in the middle, East Coastal. Odd request from someone inciting violence. Blair Brandt says New York Times confirms that Trump, in advance, actually wanted National Guard at the rally and the Capitol Wednesday. Unclear what changed. So, apparently, look at this. Walk Away Foundation has been removed from Facebook, the Walk Away campaign. Yeah. So they're coming for us, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake.
Yeah, that's a pretty good red flag there.
Make no mistake. Jack said he got a new guitar. Awesome. You'll have to show that to me. Send a picture. I want to see it. God is good, Matt. We appreciate you guys being here. And remember, they can say what they want. They can do what they want. but they will never be able to crush what's in your heart. So keep the faith, keep your head up. Yes, there are a lot of people that were booted, a lot of people that were shut out of Twitter, Facebook, things like that. I'm sure it's only a matter of time. If for some reason all of my social media accounts get locked, I am going to, there's an idea. That's the way to do it. Play Freebird. If I wasn't worried about a copyright strike, I probably would load it up and help you out, but you just can't do anything anymore. It's ridiculous.
Anything on YouTube, man.
Right? So, all right, guys, we'll talk to you again soon. God bless you. God bless Indiana. God bless the United States of America.